Hello there, artists. Today's video is going to be about drawing desserts, specifically cake. So the artist that we're going to be comparing this to is an artist named Wayne Thiebaud that does a lot of pictures of drawings of desserts and paintings of desserts. So we're going to be doing something similar. So all of these are going to be 3D shapes, and I'm going to take you step by step through how to draw them. But your decision is going to be that you want to make now is, do you want to make a whole cake, a cake with a slice cut out of it, or just one slice of cake? So decide that, and I'm going to show you how you can do each of those. So if you're going to draw just one of those things, you're going to want to draw it bigger than what I do. But if you're going to draw more than one, then draw them smaller like I am. But the first thing I'm going to do, if I'm drawing a whole cake, or even one with a slice out, is I'm going to draw an oval, a long oval. And that's not a shape that we draw very often, so I'm going to give you another choice to make with that, another option if you're thinking, well, I can't draw that, Mr. Seiler. So if you're thinking, looking at that, you're like, I can't draw that, Mr. Seiler. That's a very difficult shape to draw. Then one suggestion I would give you is turn your paper sideways and draw an uppercase O, because it's the same shape. So an uppercase O, a capital O, is the same shape. Then just turn your paper sideways and you have it. If you're still thinking, I can't do that, Mr. Seiler, draw two dots and then do a line, a curved line up from one dot to the other, a curved line down from one dot to the other, and you have that same shape. Alright, let's do the whole cake first. So for my whole cake, from these two sides, I'm drawing a line down. Our cake is going to look like a 3D shape called a cylinder. So two straight lines down, and then at the bottom I'm copying this curve down there. So a curved line down. Alright, and I'm going to do something similar to that for my cake with a slice out, but before I do that, down on that bottom I'm going to draw a triangle, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this little space in between. I'm going to zoom in a little so you can see this better. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my two lines down like I just did. But then I'm going to draw a line down from this corner of my triangle, a line down from this corner of my triangle, and a line down from this corner of my triangle. And then this diagonal line, I'm giving it a friend here. This diagonal line, I'm giving a friend here. And there's our slice out of it. And then this curve, copying down there, and then just erasing this part here. And our last one that we're going to draw before we start adding details is I'm going to show you how we can draw that cake slice. For that cake slice, what I'm going to do is draw a line across, or even at a slight angle, but a line across, and then a line that's a little bit steeper from that same point. Kind of like I'm drawing a really skinny triangle. And then this last part, instead of a straight line, I'm going to do a curved line there. And that's probably our most complex shape of any of these that we're going to do. But then, here's what I'm going to do. Line down, and then connect them. And then the first thing I'm going to do with this one, with that line cut out, is I'm going to draw two little skinny lines there, That's going to be my icing. And then 2 little skinny lines there. That's going to be another icing. So cake, icing, cake, icing, cake. And I'm going to do the same thing up here if I'm drawing this one. Little skinny lines in an upside down V. Little skinny lines in an upside down V. And then those would give me my icing layers between my cake layers. The other thing that we're going to add on these is I want to add a shape for the plate that they're on. What shape you use is completely up to you. You decide what shape you want. Could be a rectangle, could be a circle, an oval. You decide what shape. I just didn't want my cake to sit on the ground. And what I did here was I just kind of lifted up my pencil and then set it back down on the other side. Now most cakes have some kind of decoration around them. Like on this one I drew hearts, on this one I drew circles, on this one I did little curlies. And that's kind of what I'm going to do here. So think of what kind of design you want to be for the decoration of the fancy edges of icing for your cake. It's a great time to have some fun with lines. To make those edges look fancy. One other thing you can do if you want to add a candle, I'll draw 2 little lines up from where I want my candle, and then a little round ovalish shape at the top, curve at the bottom, so it's like a tall cylinder version of that. And then my wick and my little wiggly lines. And I'll erase this old oval because that's not there. So some wiggly lines for my candle. And you could draw pictures on these to decorate your cake. You could add words. You could decide if it's for a special occasion, like if it's for your mom or your dad or a friend or someone's birthday, and you could write words or pictures to go on there. But I hope you have fun making your cake. Have a great day.